and we are back for part 2 of how to train with gamers, and I'm going to teach you guys how to be fit and active and be good at video games. So here we go. Full body 3 times a week. I put this together because I feel like some people are not going to want to train a ton of times per week. So you can kind of have 2 options. There's going to be a full body 3 times a week, and there's going to be an upper lower 4 days a week split. And then I'm going to give you guys an option if you only want to go to the gym twice a week. So we'll start with the full body 3 times a week. Essentially, all you're going to do is workout A and B on repeat. So if you go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then you're going to have workout A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Pretty straightforward, right? So if you go down here, I said pick one exercise when multiple are listed. So every list is just going to be you pick what you want. And if there's something that you know is very similar, then you can do that as well. It's impossible to list every exercises. I just listed the ones that I think are kind of like the bread and butter for most people. And while we're trying to protect our central nervous system and try not to be too tired, for the games that we're playing, I'll say that while you're brand new, you can get away with stuff like deadlifts. You get away with certain things that I think later on will become more problematic. So I suggest that people that are doing the full body 3 times a week are the ones that are the most new to the gym. If you're relatively strong, relatively experienced, I would probably stray away from this one. But this will be the most bang for your buck, time efficiency, and most muscle growth for a newer person. Well, a lot of these programs you'll see online will have 3 sets of 5. I'm trying to stay away from the heavier lifts that are going to be more taxing and put you guys in the higher rep ranges. So I really stress to try to learn form. I'll put a couple channel links in the description that can kind of help you guys if you're uncertain of a movement. When I went to the gym, all I would do is have my phone, and if I wasn't really sure what I was doing, I would Google it, watch a YouTube video, etc., look at some pictures, because sometimes you don't know what you're doing, and like everyone starts from the beginning, so you're not going to go in the gym and just know perfectly how to do everything, right? So going into workout A, we got squats, hack squats, squat machines, Smith machine squat. Pick the one you like. Try to keep in the higher rep range. If you only get 8, it's fine. If you want to go up to 20, totally okay. The higher reps are going to kind of tax your joints and stuff a little bit. Your CNS specifically a lot less than, going into the lower reps ranges, right? So I say get in, get out. Try to get in there, get some blood moving, get out. You're not trying to be a powerlifter or lift 700 pounds, right? So you're just trying to stimulate the muscle, get out. So this will kind of encompass everything, right? So you got your legs, you got your back, you got your face pulls. Face pulls are very good for gamers because we're always hunched forward. Basically, you're pulling a rope back, and it's going to kind of counterbalance all that, kind of forward motion that we're getting. Same with the barbell rows, dumbbell rows, that kind of thing, right? So it's very important that you're giving some attention to your rear delts and your back as a gamer, because I do think that's something that a lot of people fall into, is having very imbalanced muscles, right? So you go to workout B, then you got, so you got your rear delts, you got your triceps, you got your calves. Now, you can always pick and choose. Like, if you really don't care about training your legs, that's fine. I suggest you do. But if you just want to go in and do, chest, back, and some tries and get out, dude, just do what you want to do at the start, just to do what you think is best for you, right? When I have things listed like 2 to 3 sets, start with 2. If you don't think that's enough and you feel like you want to do a little bit more, you can go 3, But I do think for the heavier compounds like squats and bench and stuff, I think 2's fine for most people for a very long time. Workout B, we got front squats, or favorite leg movement. I do think front squats are awesome, but I understand they suck. So if you want to supplement that for a leg press or something just because you don't care that much, totally fine. I do have the reps a little bit lower for front squats because they're a lot harder to to do than a regular back squat. Overhead press, so you got shoulders, you got back, you got lats, you got abs, you got biceps. So pretty much you're hitting every muscle group about 2 or 3 times a week with this program. So you should be able to grow everything pretty evenly. So if that's the one you choose, great. If not, you're going to go to upper lower. So basically what you do is Monday, Tuesday, you do upper lower, Wednesday's off, Thursday, Friday, upper lower again, and then you take the weekend off, Friday, Saturday. Now I'll say that it's always a good idea to put the lifting on the day that you're not playing games, right? So if you have Friday, Saturday off, maybe make Friday, Saturday one of the upper lower days. Is not a bad idea, right? You got more time to go to the gym. Maybe you have a little bit more time to, like actually take the time to focus on learning the lifts. You don't feel as rushed. You're not going to have issues with being tired later for games. So I think it's not a bad idea. I always put my heaviest sessions on the days that I wasn't going to the gym. So with an upper lower, it's kind of the same kind of rep schemes as you'll see. Is like, I'm not a believer that you need to do 4 sets of everything. I don't think that's true. And if you're someone that's just trying to get fit and active, this will be more than enough. I just want to stress that because you're going to see a lot of programs with 3 sets, 4 sets, 5 sets, and like, that's fine if you want to do that, but I don't think it's necessary for most of you. So here we got upper A, lower A, upper B, lower B. So again, just like the top one, you just rotate them. Start of the week, you do upper A and lower A. End of the week, you do upper B, lower B. Pretty straightforward. Similar exercise choices. This one's going to be a little bit more encompassing. You're going to get a little bit more bicep. But again, it's pretty much the same thing. You're hitting everything twice a week here instead of some things 3 times a week, for example, like legs. So, just go through this, look it over, decide which one you want to do. And what I was saying about the option for 2 days a week is if you want to go 2 days a week, you just do upper A, lower A. Next week, do upper B, lower B. Great. Fine. Right? So you have an option just to go 2 days a week, get in, get after it, get done. You'll be fine. I should say that on the full body, if you're someone that's finding the squats too difficult for 3 days a week, just cut one of them out. It's fine. If you just want to deadlift on one day and not squat on one day, that's totally fine. So, this should be pretty straightforward for most people. If you guys have any questions, I just kind of wanted to get this out there for you guys. But again, what I'll say is to recap, cardio is most important. Always prioritize the cardio over weights if you have to pick one, if your goal is purely gaming performance. But I do think it's good to try to build some muscle. Try to get rid of some of those imbalances with your body. This is a pretty all-encompassing workout plan, so you're hitting every muscle group. If you're someone that just doesn't care about legs, that will take away from a lot of the stress of the program. So you can remove legs if you want. And I only say that because there's a lot of guys that just don't care about training legs. I think training legs is fun. I think having big legs is fun, as seen by my massive quads. But some people don't care. And it's not really going to be any hindrance to your gaming if you have no muscle in your legs, right? So, again, this is all up to you guys. Pick and choose what you'd like to do. And then before I go, I'll show that I'll also put my push-pull legs here. This is for people that want to go a little bit more often in the gym and do a little bit more stuff. I'm not going to go over this, but basically this is going to be someone that just wants to go to the gym like 6 days a week, 5-6 days a week. You just alternate, push 1, legs 1, pull 1, push 2, pull 2, push 3, etc. And there's 3 different variations. So if you have, if you're super ADHD and you always got to be doing something new, you got to do new exercises, or you just want to try a program that has a lot of different things because you don't know what you like, here, this is a good plan. Alternatively, if you just want to go to the gym 3 days a week, but you don't want to do a full body, you could do push 1, legs 1, pull 1, and then next week do push 2, legs 2, pull 2, etc. So this will hit every muscle group. It will leave no imbalances. It's just a little bit different. And I should say that a lot of people think that more is always better, right? They think, okay, I got to hit every muscle 2 times a week or 3 times a week. I've done that. It is a little bit more efficient to hit things twice a week, but it's not like you get double the gains. Like if you're doing shoulders one day, you're still using a little bit of triceps. If you're doing back, you're still using a little bit back. There's still a little bit of carryover on other days, and it's not like you get double the growth. Like you get a little bit more, but I think people overemphasize how much. But I will say, as natural athletes, people that aren't on performance-enhancing drugs, consistency and progressing in weight and frequency does matter. So you do want, like, going more often will help you as a natural, and trying to always up your weight, not to extreme levels. You do not need to be, adding 20 pound a workout. But if you've been going to the gym for 3 to 6 months and you're using the same weight as you started, that's bad. You probably didn't gain a lot of muscle. You should be, over time, always progressing the weight to a certain extent. Now, you will find that as you get stronger, maybe your deadlift gets to 400-500 pounds, that you can't continuously do that. There's going to be diminishing returns. You're going to have to start putting more effort, more time into your programming, and be more specific. And for gamers, that's not really something you want to worry about. I'm just saying there will be times where you naturally stall, and there's just that's it, unless you start focusing a lot more on those aspects, right? So hope this helped. If you have any questions, drop the comments in the bottom. Peace.